steering a little further now.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to SF1 GP2 Round 8 here at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. I believe it's Round 8 already, but if you guys are tuning in, welcome. This is Q3, skipping Q1 and Q2. 15 drivers make it to the grid this evening. I, myself, SF1 Roads here in the comms booth. I'm going to bring you guys the race, all the action in pack, and I'm by myself, so please give me a little bit of a break this evening. But here at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, new leader in the championship, Bill is taking over the lead from JML, followed by SF1 Eagle. I'll give you guys the points rundown as soon as we load up to the screen right before these guys have a 5-minute complimentary break if you're familiar with our races. However, I will possibly have to leave you guys a little bit silently in the comms booth as my wife and my baby just got home, so I'm going to greet them for a little bit as soon as they come to the door. But in the meantime, what are you guys looking forward to in this race? Typically, this is a pretty tough race. Just finished up with the Monaco Grand Prix, and we had a surprise winner that evening. Looney Moo picks up his first win at Monaco, so that was a solid finish for him. He has struggled a little bit to get into Q3, so he's going to be in Q2. Can he hold on to that same momentum he had from last week going into this race? It is pretty much Monaco on steroids. As you guys will know, Baku requires a lot of focus. You could feel like you could push the car a little bit more and more and more and more, but those walls are right there. It looks like Harrison might join me in the comms booth. I'll ask him, sending me a message. 1 second. Alright, so my family is walking up the stairs now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be right back. Give me about 8 minutes or so. I'll jump with you guys right as soon as these guys come back in. Keep an eye out. Looks like Senna's going to be the first one to set his lap this evening. All right, I am back. Thank you for the little bit of time. It was nice to see them come home. Hopefully everybody is doing well. Sorry I was kind of preoccupied, but I'm back here in the comms booth taking a look. Becker sitting P9, Bill sitting P10. Had a little bit of trouble in, I don't know, was it him or was his teammate Devla in Q2. Down through. Rashi is in P6, Evil P5 for the moment. JML, we know he has the pace to get onto a pole position. Trouble I was noticing with a couple invalidated laps. Can he get himself higher than 39.4? Livid sitting at 39.2, P3 right now. Senna, I know he wants that pole position. He starts his final lap now. Lucky is following JML, so this might be a bit of a tow for Lucky. Might be a bit interesting. Code, thank you so much for following. Gonna take a look here. Harrison, are you in here? Yeah, I hear him.
Yeah, Mia.
There he is. Long day, I'm sure. I just got done work myself, just before we started the stream. But hey, everybody, I'm joined by Harrison, the GP1 legend. Harrison, now that you're here, how are you doing this evening?
very tired, but we'll see how GP2 does compared to yesterday. But
Yeah,
I'm not even going to say anything about yesterday.
we'll mention that if I see anything like that, I will immediately go off on stream because that was a total kind of
JML's
disgrace.
in the wall.
He has Lucky right behind him, who's currently holding on that P1 position. Can Lucky get himself a pole position here? He's starting to turn his season around. I know he has the pace for a couple of race wins in him. He's right behind JML now, almost scraping that wall.
Yeah, JML got wing damage through the castle section.
Evil is out from P6. Not sure what happened. Here comes
Didn't have
JML.
enough time to do another run.
Yeah, I think he left Lucky through. Can Senna prove on P2? He
He's
does.
2.5 tenths down.
Lucky. It's all of
He's
Lucky's right now,
open
yeah.
this time.
That's Lucky. Lucky grabs
Yeah,
pole
does
position
improve.
with a 38.7 for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. That is more like the Lucky I'm used to seeing on stream, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. When it was my driving.
That will do it, ladies and gentlemen. Your qualifying Q3 here at Baku Grand Prix. Lucky sets pole position, followed by SF1 Senna, Ratchi in third, Livid fourth, JML only able to do fifth. And it cut me off right before we went into the rest of that. So we'll load up. Actually, here we go. SF1 Evil finishes P6, Karting Legend P7, Devla P8, Becker is P9, and Bill in P10. Top 10 for this evening. And I believe, who else would be down? I can't remember who finished where. I know Croce crashed out of Q2, so I think he's starting P15. Like I mentioned earlier, only 15 drivers this evening. A couple guys missing. We do have, I believe, a couple seats to fill as well. So if you guys are interested in watching this race and you want to get involved, make sure you guys jump onto our page and we'll get you guys set up. As soon as we load up for the 5-minute complimentary break, we will give you guys a rundown of the points so far in this GP2 championship, that is. Trying not to stutter over my words this evening.
I've been doing that all day.
Not a hard thing to do when you worked all week. But here we are. There we go. All right. Giving you guys a look at the combine, which is GP3, GP2, and GP1. As a team, they combine their points to help push them and everybody with each other as one conclusive team, making them, cheer on their teammates in higher GPs or lower GPs. With Ferrari sitting at the top right now, with Mercedes Harrison's team in P2 with 560 points. And I'm not that far behind with the Alfa Romeo team sitting third. Racing Point is starting to catch us though, so it's a little bit worrying in fourth. Williams is fifth. Haas sitting in sixth. Red Bull seventh. Renault is in eighth. AlphaTauri ninth, and McLaren sitting 10th right now in the championship. But we'll give you guys what you really want to see, and that is the driver championship here. Bill takes over the lead, like I mentioned earlier, with JML falling second. SF1 Evil is in third, followed by his teammate Senna in fourth. Livid is fifth. Looney sixth after a big climb last week from winning the Monaco Grand Prix. Devla is seventh. Becker eighth. Kart Legend is in ninth. Whiffy, who I do not see on the grid this evening, is sitting 10th. Lucky looking for a strong evening, sitting currently 11th in the championship towers. I don't see him on the grid either. Fanatec is 13th. Rashi 14th. Connor is 15th. Panda 16th. Dinner 17th. Croce and Irons are new drivers this evening. And 18th, 19th, and Fatal is in 20th. Whew, all right, I'll get there eventually. I will get there. So, predictions, Harrison. Give me, instead of the top three, how many out of the 15 are going to finish this race? And it's not a quote from yesterday's race because that was not intention or no intention for that one.
Um, well, no. a few of these drivers will probably make mistakes because this track's more like Monaco, but without the slow speed corners and the high speed corners that Monaco has. But with the narrow castle section, I'd probably say maybe 5 not make finishing this race.
I was saying earlier, kind of the same thing you were mentioning is that Baku is kind of like Monaco on steroids, where you have a lot wider of a track and you can carry a lot more speed into a lot of these corners. Sometimes you start pushing a little bit harder, trying to get the most out of the car, trying to inch the car as close as you can, and that's when your mistakes start to carry on. You really have to stay focused.
Yeah,
So we'll see if these drivers, I can't remember, is it 26 laps?
28.
28 laps. Usually around lap, I would say 20 is when fatigue is going to start or kicking in for some of these guys. So we'll see how well they handle that this evening. But with your driver, it's interesting. JML only starting P10 or not P10, P5. We know he has the pace to work his way
Yeah,
through. How many positions do you
it
think he'll gain
is.
within the first 2 laps?
Well, I'm gonna give a prediction. For the finish of the race for my for JML is probably in the top 3
Top 3. I believe he is starting on the medium compound
because
as well, so you'll have the strategy.
yeah,
Typically, a medium
because anything can happen this track.
that
Anything can happen at this track. That's why I'm only saying top 3. So
Yeah,
that's all
and
I'm saying.
you get to tackle this track on Sunday.
For the second time within a week.
Oh yeah, it never gets old.
No.
If you guys want to know, we actually ended up taking a break last week because this game was virtually completely broken. I know a lot of other leagues just canceled or postponed. So we were supposed to hold this race last week, but we are here this week after taking a week off to let them fix whatever they broke with that 10:01 patch. Looks like these guys are ready to go. All right,
Something to do with the lobby stability.
yeah, and then they just broke it completely. Ladies and gentlemen, 5 seconds before we set off for the formation lap. I hope you are ready. I'm ready to get this race rolling. Get that off the screen for you guys. All right. Lucky pulls away on the formation lap. Looks like everybody is there. Everybody's ready to go. Be interesting to see what Dinner can do from P15. I know he just got home when qualifying opened up, and he was eating dinner, so he actually didn't get to qualify at all. We're gonna actually take a look at the tires. Fatal was disqualified for, I think, tapping Fanatec. So 2 drivers on the 97 this evening. And they're both on hards too, so that's not going to be a easy trip. 26 laps, Harrison, not 28. Zako wanted to tell you that. So Lucky holding on. Everybody down to Heart Legend are on the medium compound. Devla is the first on the soft, and his teammate Bill is on the soft.
Softs only have about a decent pace for about 6 or 7 laps, and they start to die rather quickly.
Yeah, there's typically, from what I remember, it's about 6 to 9 laps. However, if I remember correctly, Devla, it was either Devla or it was Bill, they put 3 laps on their soft compound, so they're going to be pretty chewed up by the time they start racing.
Yeah,
You
probably
might
be
only
about
get
10%.
5 laps out of them at most before they start really going off.
Yeah. The 1-stop is quicker than 2-stop unless you're really fast in 2-stop.
Give you guys a look down through Munimu, our race winner last week, starting P13. Croce, who moves from GP1 to GP2, settled in that Ferrari seat. And Dinner looking to make a couple pointers here, both on the hard compounds. Lucky starting on the medium. Senna, can he have a good race this evening and possibly challenge Lucky for that win? Rashi, who moved up from GP3 to GP2, puts himself in P3 this evening to battle these two for the lead or the win. That will be something to keep an eye out. can live at
It was a
P6
good decision to move him up.
What's that?
It was a good decision to move Russia.
We had to. There was no way you could stay in GP3.
Yeah.
Looks like everybody's slowly inching their way up to the grid to line up for those red lights. Oh, I'm gonna need to get that mini map off. Almost forgot that.
I'll leave it on. I'll leave it on just for you. I can see where cars have gone off and flags them.
I usually try to look at the delta when it's working correctly on the left-hand screen to see if somebody's fallen down the grid. Everybody looks to line up. Dinner is putting up into his position now. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we're about ready to go racing at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, waiting for those 5 red lights. There are 5 lit now, and we are away for this Grand Prix.
Oh.
Looks like Senna gets a really good
Good
start.
Senna gets a good start.
Senna living might go up in P3. No, he taps Rashi. Oh, there's a guy. JML's on the inside. Everybody is. Ooh, there's a bump between the Red Bull and the Mercedes. Everybody looks like they're cleanly through there, though. No end plates missing so far. Already a better start.
Field. Approach trying to get past Dinner.
I'm just behind that.
But backs out of it.
Oh, AlphaTauri in the back. Fatal locks up a little bit, goes a bit wide. That's allowed the Ferrari through. Do we have? We have
a safe. We have a yellow.
Yeah, I saw a yellow.
Livid.
I saw him go off.
Straight on at turn 3.
Connection doesn't look like they've slowed down now. Lucky's still just behind.
This one's straight on.
Let's jump on board with Lucky for a bit in these opening stages. Actually, we'll jump on with Rashi.
Another. Oh!
Oh!
Evil!
What has happened to
Legend!
Evil?
Oh, they've hit the wall at the castle section. Go on board with Livid. It's a chain reaction.
Interesting. I know he went. I know he crashed out of Monaco Grand Prix on the first lap too. So this is 2 DNFs in a row. That is gonna hurt. I know he's not gonna be very happy. I know he's been practicing Baku for a while.
No safety car. It's still green flag racing. Lucky all over the back of Senna there.
Jump back on board. It might be the battle of watch. First lap is in the books. We're gonna bring the Delta back up.
Senna keeps P1.
Almost takes off part of his end plate on that wall. Lucky's gonna pin it to the inside. Bit of a touch. It's gonna allow James or. Oh, my Delta's all messed up. And Tech's leading this race. Yeah. JML's right behind us.
Oh, JML.
He's thinking about it. I don't know if I would do this.
Back out of that. Jesus. I don't want another double DNF.
No, thank you.
I've got Fanatic up in P1, but it's actually Senna. Well, technically top 4, but if you know Fanatic for the minute, all covered by 2 seconds.
Lap prediction for a tire strategy there. Between lap 12 to 17, these medium compound guys will look to pit. Typically on a 50%. Usually the earliest you pit on those lap or that prediction is the best, because you'll just start losing time. Delta, we have Dinner. Dinner's making a charge. He's right on the back approach. He's still not yet to get around him. He's within that Delta time, but the top 4 guys all within a second of each other to take this lead. JML on the back of Lucky. Yeah, what a start from Senna though. Pulled a Valtteri Bottas on that one. Hopefully we'll have a restart and then Lucky gets him.
Oh,
JML's gonna think about it on the outside.
JML, the fastest lap. Oh, look, he's gone straight on.
Oh, I saw that. Yellow flag, sector 1. No virtual or anything yet. He's got a lot of damage on the right hand of that wing. That's gonna allow Devla through. Like I mention all the time, these racing point cars, they keep quiet, keep it clean, and they always seem to end up on the podium. As you see Devla move into P4. Oh, got really close to the wall.
And both Ferraris double stacking down at the back.
Gonna take a look at Croce and Fanatec. Yeah, they both pulled in the pit. New wing. Legend has left the session.
Lucky already dropped to P6 now.
As Becker makes his way through for a top 5 position right now. I have to keep an eye on the stewards. I believe what has happened between Evil and Kart Legend was there's definitely an incident.
Corden, he just messaged me, said he did the Charles Leclerc where he hit the inside wall and it spit him into the wall. And Evil was just an unfortunate catch later that's went into the rear of him.
Lucky's got to be careful. He's messing around with a lot of wing damage. He's gone wide again into the wall, and that's going to allow Bill to catch up right behind him. Lap 3, so DRS will be at their assist.
This is the bit where you don't want wing damage going through the tyre. Oh, kind of blocked Bill there.
Jump on board.
It's the fast left.
Oh, Lucky's gone hard in the wall.
And he's gone.
Is that going to be a safety car? No, still only a yellow sector. I think that's going to be it, because Croce and Fanatec are pretty far behind. I see Bill's going to be the first of the racing points to dive to the pits. They are on soft compound, so yeah. Bill, 4 laps in. I wonder if his tires have already gone off. He's not getting a new front wing. Virtual safety car.
Oh, there you go, virtual.
That took a long time. It took a very long time.
It does help Bill a bit, but not an awful lot.
We're going to have a battle between Senna and JML. I have a feeling you and I are going to have a nice little commentary between each other with these two teams. No favoritism. Come on, Senna. When will that virtual safety car turn off? Alright, it's off now. Wow, JML got a jump and a half. Oh, JML's off.
Oh, he spun.
Oh, I thought Becker was going to collect him. No, that wasn't Becker. That was Devla. Oh, no, Rashi. I've noticed this. If you don't, for some reason, it happened to me on mediums before in a league race. You're under a virtual safety car, and you're keeping the temperatures up, but as soon as it goes back to green, it's like all the temperatures are just falling off of your tires, and you spin.
Yeah, under VSC you have to weave.
So JML falls to P5. Looney Moon, our race winner, already up to P6 this evening. Just behind JML. He's going to have DRS. I believe JML's probably going to pull into the pits and put on hards. Question is, can you take hards? I don't think you can from now to the end of the race.
Yeah, we'll probably go for another set of mediums and then go for another set of softs at the end of the race.
Just make it into a 2-stop. He's put on
he's going for the softs.
Soft compound. Looking to do the mediums later on. So Dinner pulls in the pit. He needs a new front wing. Wonder what happened there. Oh, they're giving me this pit glitch where they're just sitting still. Fanatec holding on to Senna and Rashi. Two drivers that know each other very well. Gonna battle for the lead.
Livid and Fatal swap positions.
What a good evening so far for the Williams duo. P2 and
Livid
P4.
has damage.
Yeah, he's missing his right end plate. Just behind our new driver, Fatal Defiance, in that AlphaTauri. Castle section always makes me nervous. Still pushing on the back of the AlphaTauri though. The sister car of the Red Bull team, which if anybody follows real Formula 1 will know, both of these teams are going to be without an engine supplier as of 2022. Or is it 2021? No, it's 2022.
Ends at the end of 2021 for Honda.
Who do you think they're going to roll with?
Mercedes won't do it,
I-
Ferrari won't do it because I've already said that before. We'll have to go back to Renault again because
Right.
by F1 rules,
Yeah, because Aston Martin's coming
well,
in, and unless they really talk into another company like, BMW making a return or Porsche making a return.
possibly, but I highly doubt it because they're this far into the V6 eco years. It's 6 years, 7 years in now.
Especially with
To
the massive amount of what do you call it, technical differences that are going to be made in 2022.
yeah,
I believe some of
they'll
them
need
with the engine as well.
they'll definitely need an engine that's already up to like spec like Renault is at the minute, because Renault's only supplying themselves from McLaren, and McLaren's using Mercedes next season as well.
And as we were talking about being nerds in Formula One, I just missed Rashi is taking the lead of this race.
Did not see it, huh?
So he's
Senna got
leading right
damaged.
now. Senna in P2, Becker P3. So Williams 1 and 3 right now. And Lunimu sitting in a quiet 4th. Anything that might happen up front, Lunimu could get another podium out of this and make it 2 in a row. He goes a bit wide. Keep an eye.
Oh, Senna rushing again.
I think they're just trading positions now. These two teammates last season in GP2, our short season, they would race really well together to give each other a bit of a tow here. If one was quicker, they'd let him go. I think they're trying to put the gap on Becker. We'll keep an eye on the Delta, see if it climbs or if it depletes at all. It looks like it's staying about the same. 7.4 seconds separates them. 7 seconds to Lunimu. JML is 2.6 seconds behind. Bill on the mediums.
And
Brandon
it's a new fastest lap of a 43.1.
That might be tough to beat even for the guys on the hard compound towards the end of the race.
I think my fastest lap on the hard was a 42.8, but that was like at the end of the stint, at the end of the race on the final lap. But bear in mind that was with a default setup because they restarted the lobby and I accidentally forgot to load it up. Jim. Ooh, sector 1 yellow. Fanatic.
Oh, that is a strange place. He must have caught the curb on the inside
Yeah,
there.
he's caught the inside curve and spun.
And he's taken off pretty much his entire left side of that wing. So he's going to have to pit again. Keep in mind, he is still on the same lap, though. So another safety car, you'd be
Rushing
right.
Senna back on again.
Back at it. This is a DRS train. So I believe that these two are going to be swapping back and forth for the next foreseeable laps.
JML and Bill.
JML, Bill. JML is going to have DRS. Looks like it's a clean-cut job. JML sets another fastest lap in the race.
Lap. 43.1. Oh, Bill's just pitted not Bill, sorry, Livid is pitted for hards now. He should be able to get them to the end.
He's through dinner now in the back. He's still in the back of Croce. Just can't get around him yet. I think he's running a lot more downforce, even with DRS, and he just didn't pull very close to Croce. This might be a good battle between the McLaren and the Ferrari to watch. Sector 2
does have
yellow.
damage.
Safety
It's
car.
his Looney Moon. It's not a day for the Haas drivers.
He was just behind Fatal. I wonder if there's anything that happened between those two. Yeah, because Fatal let him through. I was saying though, Fanatec, he's not a lap down. He'll be able to pull up to the back of these guys and have a go at them. Fanatec gets a new front wing on his way out. Rashi pulls in the pits. Senna pulls in the pits a little bit early. Are they going to go to the hard compound and sweat it till the end? Looks like Senna is. Rashi has as well. Is Becker going to do the same? He's going to the hard compound as well. New front wing. It's going to go to the hard compound.
And for JML as well.
Let's put JML right back into the look of it. I think everybody is moving on to the hard compounds. Yet a couple guys that are going to stay on with their two-stop strategy. Dinner, Bill, and Devla are going to stay with that two-stop strategy. I'm on board now with the safety car. I wonder if Formula One's gonna block my YouTube video because
migraine host.
Evil's left. I think he's had enough. Hopefully the lobby holds during this time. So depending on how long it takes Fanatec to catch these guys, because he's pretty near a lap down. I believe that we'll probably have another 2 laps of the safety car. This one or the next. Safety car will probably be in after the next time around. See if Fanatec can catch him. He is starting to catch him pretty quickly though. Still have Harrison, right? All right. There he is.
Can we come?
Yeah, I'm here. Make sure you're still here. I can hear you for a bit.
No, I need to go to the loo quickly.
Perfect time to do it underneath the safety car.
Yeah.
It looks... I mean, Fanatec's still rather far behind. Will the safety car pull in this time around, or will it give him another lap to catch up?
Well, I think they're in the slow section, so it should well, I doubt a 45-second gap for one lap.
It was 45 seconds, about half a lap ago. That's why I'm wondering if the safety car will come in because he hasn't made up any time, or if it's going to stay out and try to wait for him to catch back up. We will find out. Still underneath the safety car here at the Baku Grand Prix. Lap 10 out of 26, so 16 laps remain. We'll see if Rashi can hold on to the lead. See if Senna can challenge it. He does have a racing point of Della behind him. Becker's in P4. Bill, P5. Dinner making his way up. JML, though, is going to be the one to watch. He's going to be able to take those hards to the end. I believe these guys should be able to. Although lap prediction is lap 12. So these tires are going to be pretty worn out by the end of the race. Depending on, you're really gonna have to be good on your tire management.
Yeah, be one lap on the safety car.
And the tech's starting to catch up. Yeah, we're gonna be under the safety car for another lap. So this is really helping those guys that fitted for the hard compound. One lap they're not gonna really have to worry about. I'm surprised some of these medium compound guys aren't committed to just pulling into the pits and putting on the hard compounds. I wonder if they're banking on another incident to happen.
Fatal should be able to take his mediums to the end, but he'll be dying at the end of the race. But they know
And it takes nearly there, about 12 seconds now until he's on the back of him. He can see him up ahead. Now I know Azerbaijan is a heavy fuel track, so hopefully anybody that was running pretty close to the optimal fuel that you need, not over fueling the car, but having just enough to finish the race, might be able to save a little bit here to attack on the straights. It is a tricky one because you can make your car lighter and go gain that speed and pace in the corners, but you're just going to be a sitting duck if you really don't have any rich to use on the start-finish line when there's somebody right behind you that has DRS, overtake, and rich all enabled. Fanatec now pulls up to the back of his teammate, approaches, so safety car should be in this time around. Safety car is in this lap. So Rashi will have the right to set the pace. He can stack these guys if he wants. And it's going to be a little nervous here. I'm going to actually jump on board with third dinner as we get ready to go for a restart here. Kind of sandwiched right in that middle. Actually is right in the middle. It's P6 out of 12 that remain in this race. Harrison was calling for 5 guys to crash out. We'll see what happens. He's pulled up pretty much right next to Bill. Everybody weaving those tires, trying to get the temperature into those hard compounds. It is a difficult thing to do. You don't want to restart this race on a hard compound that's cold. Are we going to have a Mugello incident here? Hopefully not. It looks like we're gonna go.
He's holding it to the line because you know can't overtake the start finish line.
And we've gone back to racing. A couple guys looking to make a move here. Dinner's on the inside of Bill. Fatal's just behind. How's JML in this? Oh, bit of a bump on Lunimu. Livy goes a bit wide. CGML still trying to warm those tires. Here we go at the back. Bit of bump between Lunimu and Livid. Oh, Lunimu locked up, so JML had to counter-react. Frosh is just behind as well. Tell JML wants to go, but he's having a hard time getting around Lunimu. Oh, there's a bit of another bump there. Up through the castle section. Bill and Dinner swap positions. Dinner's up to P5. Bill falls to P6. Oh, both hit the wall hard. That's gonna allow Livid to have a look here. Oh, that wasn't. I think there was a bit of contact there. Jump back on JML. You know, he wants to go. Livid's just ahead. Fatal's just ahead. Will JML get the run on Fatal? Oh no, these guys are gonna think about going. Give me a better look. Let's just one forward Minimoo. Third gen that's fast, new fast. Oh no, it gets 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. What a move JML just made on Fatal. Late break into that corner, coming P6. The guys at the front, Senna fighting Rashly for this lead. Definitely not too far off. Keep an eye on Looney Moo. He's just battling with JML just behind him. Vanatech right behind his teammate, Frochi in P9. Still not available for these guys. It won't be available until the next lap around. I could be wrong about that, maybe. We'll see. A lot of guys are starting to put the throttle down. Tires should be up to temperature by now. JML, Lunimo is still fighting it out. Lunimo hits the wall and is missing an end plate. That's put JML up to P5. Becker is some 6 seconds up the road, though. Whoa, what was that? So DRS is now available for these drivers. Senna's gonna look to they have Devla catching them rather quickly. Will Senna have a go here? Something has happened to Looney Moo. I wonder if he's diving for the pits. No, he's off the track. He went wide at turn 1. Senna made the move for the lead of the race. Rashly falls to P2. Devla's not too far behind. Becker is starting to reel these guys in just a bit. Gap at the back between Becker and JML stays the same, 6 seconds. Fatal's not too far off. He's on new mediums, 4-lap old mediums. They should be able to take those to the end, but they're going to be stretched and they're going to be worn pretty heavily. So whatever pace he has on them now, he wants to make sure he puts it down on the track now. Try to keep up with JML as much as he can. He does have Livid just behind him on hard compound. This is virtual safety car. For what? Not sure. What is it? Rashly's missing an end plate. Devil is clear. Becker is clear. JML's clear. I wonder if it was Looney Moo again. I'm not completely sure. Couple guys diving into the pits though. I wonder if they're gonna go for the medium compound. DRS is back online. JML moves up to P3. That puts Becker into P2. Gap now between those two are 5.2 seconds. Senna has a 4-second lead of this race. Livid not too far off of Fatal. Sister car of the AlphaTauri. Fatal's pretty close. JML is holding on to him. And he get himself any closer. He's on those medium compounds. JML on a fresh, hard compound. Lap 15 of 26. So this is where the stretch really starts to come on. Just putting lap in after lap. They'll have about 10 laps to go. close. Fatal falls out of DRS range from JML. Can he get himself closer before that detection zone? No, he's still falling just a bit. Livid is close enough for DRS. Let's see if Livid gets close enough. We're gonna jump on board. He is not. He's pretty far back actually, so he's not going to be able to make a move this time around. But he will claw himself closer. We'll have TRS again this time around. Pull himself even closer. Croce's moved up to P6 already. His teammate Fanatec P7, so really good showing for the Ferrari duo in GP2 this evening. A nice large bag of points. FCT Daguerre will be very, very happy about that. Can they hold on to P6 and 7 through the remainder of the race? As you can see, Fatal goes a bit wide. That's going to allow Livid to have a look on the inside. Is he going to make a move now? He's thought about it, took a corner wide, or actually took it narrow. Up through the castle section. Very, very, very clean that way. Both of them go through. Whenever Fatal just ducks behind Livid just for that DRS at the back. Back in now 6.3 seconds. Third Dinner's retired from the race. What has happened to Dinner? Oh no! It is through the castle section. Virtual safety car. I'm kind of surprised it's not a full safety car. 10 laps remain in this race. SF1 Senna. Livid gets a drive-through for speeding on the virtual safety car. And he cannot serve it during virtual safety car. Which is unfortunate because they just passed pit entry. FC Fantech gets speeding into the pit lane, 5 seconds for his troubles. Still waiting for the virtual safety car to clear.
Just realised my mic was on mute.
I didn't hear you at all. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't lie, you're taking a quick nap.
So it's back to green flag racing now.
Senna holding on to the lead. 6.6 seconds separates him and Becker. Becker making a massive gain up to get himself. Actually, we're going to take a look real quick. Biggest movers in this race so far. Croce up 8 positions. Fatal is up 7 positions. Becker is up 7 positions as well. Dinner has left the session. Unfortunate race this evening for Dinner. Our biggest loser, unfortunately, Rashi, making that early pit stop to try to get that better compound of tires to take him to the end. I believe he's on the mediums. He's put himself down 5 positions. Livid, who hasn't moved up, but he does have a drive-through. Guys have made 2 stops.
I'll probably take it as soon as possible.
Fanatec has made 3 stops. Take a look at the tires then. What is the interval to the leader right now? Becker is 7 seconds out of the lead. JML is 8.3 seconds. Livid is 10.6. Fatal is 13.2.
And Livid does dive for his drive-through.
Diving in for his drive-through. He's gonna fall. Croce goes up to P4. So
it was box.
An early mistake in qualifying, or Q2, Croce hits the wall and puts himself out. Starts towards the back of the pack of cars. Put himself up to P4. That is a good showing so far. I have a feeling Rashi and Debler are gonna have a nice little scrap here in a little bit of time. As well as JML and Becker. down to P2. Confidence that JML brings into that castle section when he turns in is pretty amazing. Then it just
Yeah, you
glides
gotta carry
across.
some speed through there.
What's that?
You gotta carry some speed through the castle section.
JML now on the back of that Williams driver, Becker. I think Becker's going to have his hands full. It's going to be really hard to battle off JML and that Mercedes. Let's jump on board with Becker, actually. JML's already going to think about making a move. Even before they get to the DRS, Becker pulls just behind him. Actually gave DRS to Becker. That's interesting.
Oh wow.
The detection might be like really close to that line.
Yeah, went a bit wide there.
All the while, this is helping S1 Senna bring that gap further up. 8.4 seconds now separate them.
Okay,
Is
now
Gino
I'm
gonna
going
think
for
about
me.
it? He's gonna think about putting the car on the inside. Both make the turn cleanly. Job done from JML.
Crouch has dropped to P6 now. Devil and
Whoa,
Russia.
somebody locked up really heavily there. I think it was Rashi. Or it was Devla, I couldn't tell.
Devil's no assist, actually, he's still disabled.
Gap at the top for the lead of this race is 8 seconds. JML is going to have to climb the delta between himself and Senna, challenge for that lead. I would say almost with 6 laps left. He's going to have to do a little over a second a lap.
Yeah, at least a second and a half.
He's already done half a second. He's already put 2.8
Well,
on Becker.
His best time on the hard was a 44.0.
A big battle brewing here. He's got Rashi and Devla closest on track.
And Senna's best lap is a 44.1, so similar amount.
Will Rashi make the move on Devla? Jump on board Devla. Show his rear view mirror. Here comes Rashi. Rashi's gonna pull the inside. Looks like it was a clean move. Rashi's up to P4.
I think Russia Devla could get P3 here off Becker.
7 seconds separates them from Becker. Do you think Rashi will steal it off of his teammate?
If possibly fail with a new fastest lap in 42.2.
See, 6.7 seconds now separates Rashi from his teammate P3 for that final step on the podium. Yeah, now it's kind of situated itself at 8.4. You can see JML's best sector is definitely the end of sector 2 and going to sector 3. He makes a lot of time up here. Might just be that little bit extra confidence taking the car into the castle section. It reminds me a lot of you when you glide through there.
More like Monaco. Well, the wet Monaco we had. He is on the soft tires now, on Belvin those.
Can Fanatec get himself closer to Bill? Bill on mediums, Fanatec on soft. Lunimu's on soft as well. Let's see if Lunimu can put the fastest lap in. Or even Fatal Defiance can put the soft compound on. Fanatec ran really wide there. He's now out of the DRS range.
Yeah, Bill was using his ERS there to get out of DRS range.
I really want to know what that detection zone is because that was really quick. for JML to pass Becker right before the DRS zone, and they gave DRS to Becker.
See the small right kink
Yeah.
in the straight before like the whole straight. That's where the DRS detection zone is.
The
So you got
Delta
the
now
left and then the right
separated.
hander and the small kink.
Levin now catching the back of Croce after serving his drive-through, speeding underneath the virtual safety. It's a shame too, because I think Levin would probably a good, easy candidate for one of the top 4 this evening. Right on the back of Croce. Red Bull
Almost got the
versus.
gap down to 6.5 already.
I think he's starting to cook. He knows he only has 5 laps left. Still over a second of a lap though. He's got to make. We know this place is a pretty easy place to pass, especially in the last lap on that DRS straight. If you're leading and you have a car just behind you in the last lap of the DRS zone, you're pretty much not going to win this race unless it is due to penalties. Because the DRS, this part of the track right now, Libby, you guys see, it's just so strong. We'll jump on Croce and we'll show. Libby's actually a bit behind.
He's got no DRS. He's catching with the DRS.
If I were Libby, I'd start saving. You're already in the field. Keep your finger off that overtake button.
Well, Coach has got much in the university as well. Gap under 6 seconds at the front now.
I'm watching. Senna is really going to have to keep it clear. Hopefully he does not get a track penalty. Will Livy loses touch with the car there? He's lost a lot of time as well.
And then the battle between Alpha and Mercedes, and it's luckily the 2 team managers of those teams are the commentators for this race.
Yeah, that's why I said no bias. Everybody else super close. We have Fanatec is working behind on Bill. Really surprised to not see. I think the 2-stop just hindered the Racing Point guys from being on the podium this evening, because they definitely had the pace to be up there as well.
Russia is one, but unfortunate for damage.
It's just one of those things too. A lot of people, you'll play not like career mode, but you'll do a 2-stop, and the speed is there. But I mean, league racing, from all the races I've ever raced, 2-stop is almost pretty much like a death notice. Really, you're not going to win if you do a 2-stop. 1-stop is always quicker. You see, Bill gets really loose out of that final corner.
Those tyres running 8 laps, so they shouldn't be too far away.
Maybe now closer to Croce this time around. Is he gonna think about making a move?
Still a little bit too far back.
Hold behind that Ferrari still.
Both Williamses 1.2 the gap now.
Lap 23 out of 26. Just
James and
Limit hit the wall. End plate is missing on the right hand. He hit the wall going into the castle section. I think it could have been. It's one of those things I say about you gotta stay focused. You might have just had a lapse of concentration there, or it might have been the dirty air from the Ferrari. We have Rashley now on his teammate. This is gonna get spicy.
The gap's leveled off at the front at 4 seconds, but the JMO was doing low 143s and Senna was doing 44s.
Let's see how well the Williams duo played together. Will Becker let him go? You can tell Rashi is carrying a lot more pace currently in this stage of the race.
Well, Becker's using his overtake to keep ahead.
I don't think he wants to let his teammate go. First person,
Oh.
ooh, that was close. The first person you always try to beat during the race is your teammate. So I think Becker is trying to hold on to this position as much as he can. They have to be careful because Devil is not too far off. I might take that back and eat my words about a racing point being on the podium this evening if something happened between these two Williams guys.
Yeah. Gap at the front now under 4, but he's running out of laps now.
I wonder how much Senna is sweating this one right now. Knowing you see that name JML slowly starting to catch you at the closing laps. I'm interested to see the talk between these two. Who's going to finish on the podium? Can you actually give me a rundown of the penalties between these two Williams? If either one has one.
Well, I've just checked the race director for actual penalties. The only penalties that have been given is the drive through Liverpool and the speeding under the speeding
guys
in the
are
pit
really
lane
clean this
for
evening.
dinner and Fanatec. That's the only penalties that have been this race.
Here goes Rashi, gets a good run out of the final corner around his teammate. Becker has nothing. He's just going to try to hold on to the back of Rashi. Like I mentioned, the DRS zone here is so strong. The best thing you can do is give up that position, just trying to hold on to the back so you can have a go the next time around. Which I think Becker is trying to do. He's going to have DRS on his teammate. Ultimate lap of this race. Senna holds on to the lead with 3.2 seconds behind JML. JML can see him though. Harrison. 3 seconds now is the gap.
2.9.
Let's run through. I'm going to show you guys.
He's running out of laps.
Ooh, you can tell these hard compounds are starting to give up just a bit. JML's starting to struggle a little bit through this sector. 2.7. Senna must be struggling a little bit more though. It looks like Becker's starting to fall off of his teammate just a bit. 1.5 seconds. Devlin's starting to catch Becker. As Livid's starting to catch Croce again. Livid going into the wall. Croce's going to have a solid finish this evening at P6. If he can hold on. Livid has a little bit of an
It's a good result from him dropping down to GP2. Well, the top two have actually got no ERS.
Senna has to hold on to the lead. Definitely do not want to get a 3-second time penalty because that will gift it to JML. As JML is now within
Devlin on the back of Becker.
3 seconds. Here we go. Ooh. Devlin on the inside.
That was a bit close, Becker.
Becker pulls just behind the racing point. Devlin up to P4. Can he get close enough?
Livid's getting past Fanatec. Not Fanatec, Croce, sorry.
Goes back to the racing line. Clean move into P6. Croce's P7, still not a bad position for him. Keep an eye on these two. Will Croce have a go at the... Oh, Croce lost his back end of the car, so... Unfortunately, yeah, DRS is going to be offered for him, but he's not going to be close enough. Where are these guys at? Take a look. Senna's through the castle section. JML's through the castle section. Rashi...
Senna's fuel lights on.
12 seconds behind. Ooh, lovely aerial camera.
Yeah, I've got the one on GML.
That's where I have it. I've only had 2 so far. This is the second one. You can see Senna, our race leader right now. 1.8 seconds separates these two. I got another one on Senna. They heard me. 3 seconds. Senna rounding the last few corners. Just has to keep the car pointed in the right direction and he'll bring it home. Ladies and gentlemen, SF1 Senna is going to be your race winner this evening for GP2. JML is going to cross the line in P2. Rashi, with that late dive into the pits, seems to pay off. He's going to pull up to P3. Does have a train of cars behind him, though. Not just behind him. So Rashi P3, Devlin's going to cross the line P4, Becker P5. Solid race for the Williams this evening. Livid is going to cross the line in P6. Prix, solid race for him this evening, P7. I have a feeling they're going to give him driver of the day. No, actually, it'll be Becker, I believe. We'll see. Fanatec Fatal crosses the line P8. Fanatec's going to cross the line P9. I think. Oh, I thought for a second he was out of fuel. Crosses the line P9. He has a 5-second on sir, so Bill's going to get that position. Bill crosses P9. Fanatec P10. And Looney Moon, unfortunate, he was up there for a while. Had a couple of mistakes, but he's still going to cross the line for a couple points in P11. Alright, oh, Croce got it. I knew it was going to be either between Becker or Croce. It's pretty much whoever makes the most positions in a race gets it. Alright, we'll let you guys enjoy the podium celebration. We'll give you a rundown and then we'll be on for our podium interviews.
I'll show some invites out.
Alright, give you guys a rundown of the race results. Senna wins the Baku Grand Prix, followed by JML in P2, Rashi P3 to round out your podium finishers. Devlin P4, Becker P5, Livid P6, Croce P7. Fatal Distance with the fastest lap of the race, P8, Bill P9, Benetech P10, Lunimu P11. And unfortunately in this race we lost out Dinner, Lucky, SF1 Evil, and Kart Legend to a DNF. Oy. Right, we're gonna get these guys settled in.
I don't think JML will join. It doesn't have a mic, so.
Gotcha. So we're gonna start off. This is Rashi and Center both here, right?
Yes, it is.
All right. So we'll start with P3. Rashi, what a drive this evening, battling for the lead for a couple laps with SF1 Center. I saw you guys trade positions on that DRS straight start-finish line a couple times. And then under the safety car, you dove for your medium compound to take you to the end, which I thought that was a bit risky, but it definitely paid off because you had a lot of pace at the end of that race. Give us a rundown of it.
Well, the VSC was actually caused by me. I lost it on my hards and got red wing damage on the right hand side, so I had to pit. Dropped to P9, wasn't expecting anything from it, and then just managed to pick everyone off one by one and managed to get P3.
I did not catch that. My apologies. I was wondering why you dove for the pits. I thought you were going to stay with Senna on the hard compound. But hey, man, that's still a good recovery race to get yourself a podium. A couple of guys that had a couple of scrappy races couldn't say the same as you have this evening. All right, Harrison, do you have anything to add?
No, just a good recovery from your wing damage, bud.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to move on to the man. I will congratulate JML on his P2. He had a recovery race after spinning into the wall earlier in the race as well. If he's here, if you can hear me, congrats. But we'll move it to our race winner this evening, Senna, who was really looking forward to this race, and I can see why. I believe this is now your second win in SF1 at the Baku Grand Prix. Now, it just really kept it clean. Battled Rashi for a couple of laps, and then Rashi, I believe, had that mistake that I didn't catch that just gave you the open air. And I believe somebody was started to battle. Becker was battling JML for a while, which I think helped bring up that gap of 8 seconds. And then JML really started to put the throttle down the last couple laps. I bet you're a bit sweaty.
No, I do love this track. No, I enjoyed that. I saw JML was behind Becker, and I mean Becker was in party with us, and he told me when JML got past him. I just kept looking up at the delta every sort of lap, just run it round in standard revs, didn't really push too much. And then when he got sort of within the sort of 5 seconds was when I started pushing a bit more, just to keep him a bit further back. I feel like I had it under control, but yes, it was an alright race. Shame my teammate crashed out as early as he did.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Apparently something to do, yeah, something to do with one of the Mercedes losing control. I don't know, but yeah, no, it was a good race. I enjoyed it, and yeah, well done to JML on his recovery as well. That was quality, and yeah, and Rashi as well, P3.
All right, there you guys have it from the race winner, Harrison. Do you have anything to add before we send off for the evening?
No. Well, just one question for Senna actually. If Rashi didn't get that wing damage and cause that VSC, do you think he would have won the race?
I can't say anything. He's in party. I feel. No, I feel like I had him. I had his number. I think I could have pulled away. I could have pushed him because I know that he's recently moved to no traction. So if I'd pushed him that little bit, I think he would have made a mistake eventually.
Thank you.
There you go. Congratulations, Rashi, JML, and Senna this evening. Hopefully you guys luck carries over. I believe we're on into France for the next race, if I'm correct. No, it's Canada. I just remembered it's Canada. Tokyo Manila. So we'll be there next week on Friday, same time, same channel. Make sure you guys tune in, catch these guys, race around, and see if these guys' luck carries them onto a podium next week. Until then, Harrison, thank you for jumping on. I know you were tired after work. I do appreciate the help. Keeps my voice a little bit intact afterwards. But really appreciate it, guys. We'll see you next week. One final congratulations. Until then, catch GP1 on Sunday at this track, Azerbaijan. You'll see Harrison, the man, the legend, racing a couple of the quickest guys I've ever seen. And sometimes he beats them. So, yeah, man. We'll see you guys on Sunday. Until then, hopefully everybody has a good weekend. SF1 signing out. Good night.